Greetings, blessed healers, and welcome. Thank you, each and everyone, for coming. Let us get straight into our session tonight with our meditation.
Let's take some slow, deep breaths. We breathe in, we hold the breath, we breathe out, and we hold the breath. We can couple our breaths with a statement said with our inner voice. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am in-breathing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am absorbing the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am expanding the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. I am projecting the feeling of gratitude from the Ascended Master Realm. Feel and see those rays of gratitude going out, blanketing our entire planet with a feeling of love and gratitude. Every part of life receiving this wonderful feeling from the heavenly realms of love and gratitude. And now we listen and feel for our heartbeat. We put the awareness of this in the center of our chest. We bless, we love, and we thank that gift of life, our heartbeat. And as we see and feel that heartbeat, bringing that pulse of light through that silvery cord from our mighty iron presence, through the top of our head, through our pineal gland, and anchoring in that blazing threefold flame in our hearts. With every heartbeat, the threefold flame becomes brighter and brighter and ever expanding. So let's visualize and see our physical body sitting in that beautiful, dazzling golden flame of wisdom and illumination. We can see it much bigger than our physical bodies, before us and above us. To the left of us, we see that dazzling sapphire blue flame, which brings the feeling of a desire to do the will of God, the feeling of protection and faith, and the feeling of the power of our mighty I Am presence. We see the beautiful pink flame to the right side of us, just behind our right shoulder, bringing us that glorious gift of pure, divine, unconditional love. We see and feel our bodies, our physical bodies, and our three finer bodies enveloped in this dazzling light. Now we see that flame within our hearts, expanding and forming a beautiful sun in the center of our chests. We make the sun every bit as bright and dazzling as the noonday sun. And now we connect with our own beloved golden being in our heart, our Holy Christ selves, within the golden flame. And we see it expanding. We see that threefold flame in our hearts, expanding and expanding and meeting the larger flames created through our visualization. We see our Christ selves, these beloved golden beings within our hearts, expanding and taking complete command of our physical body, our souls, which is our etheric body, our mental and emotional bodies. Just feel and see these bodies blazing light. The great surrender to the Christ self within us. Now we fill our feelings with a feeling of gratitude. Gratitude for our many, many blessings that we receive on our daily journeys. Gratitude for our many, many lives on this sweet earth. Gratitude for our families and friends. Gratitude for our supply and our homes. Gratitude for our health and our happiness. Gratitude to all the beloved elemental kingdom, the great directors of the beloved elemental kingdom, and each precious earth elemental, water elemental, air elemental, and fire elemental, for their ceaseless service to each one of us and to all mankind over eons and eons of time, with very little love and gratitude in return. We just bless and thank them deeply from our hearts. Gratitude to our body elementals. Gratitude to the great and beloved angelic kingdom, our great beloved friend and protector, Archangel Michael, and our own beloved guardian angels, and all the legions of angels serving each one of us and all humanity and all life on our beloved earth. We thank you. Gratitude to the great ascended hosts. Gratitude for these marvelous teachings, as we know, giving us the freedom, the knowledge to make our ascension at the close of this embodiment. And just gratitude to all life, especially that life never loved or thanked. Gratitude for our golden age now dawning, the mighty victory of the light for this beloved planet after her long, long journey. And so be it, beloved I am.
Thank you, beloved Sheilas. As we know, beloved Anthea is traveling today, so that's why I've taken over for tonight's class. Without further ado, beloved Gail, do you have a screen available that you can read our opening invocation?
Hold on, I do. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. Thank you.
Oh, perfect. Okay, before reading the words of the Master, we say together with mics muted, as suggested by beloved Lord Kathumi, beloved presence of God, I am. It is thy life and intelligence that enables me to read and comprehend and absorb that which is required of me. For life, I am so grateful. Beloved Master Katumi, I ask for your feeling and your capacity to use this instruction for God's glory and mankind's comfort. We thank you. And now, great I am presence, take me within thyself. There instruct me and cause me to retain the full memory of these inner instructions. Thank you from beloved Saint Germain.
Thank you, beloved Gail. And our topics for this week 316. I've done a reading for the beloved Great Divine Director, gossip, do not do it or be affected by it. We've got a video by beloved Sanat Kumara on the Earth's crisis and victory. Our beloved Terry has read for us on beloved tranquility and precipitation and more. And then I'll read through the gems from beloved El Moria, an excerpt from Love is All the Way by the beloved Lord Maitreya, and then we'll sing to beloved El Moria, doing our pledge, and then I'll take us through our decrees at the end. Thank you very much. Let us just get straight into it. The Great Divine Director. I am Discourses Volume 8, Discourse 16. All the vicious human opinions on earth, dear people, don't matter. Why will mankind not understand and see the first fundamental of life is, what individuals send forth, they must reap? Why will people not understand and believe that before it is too late and they have to reap the frightful destruction they send out? Again, we shall be patient, and you will see it return upon its Creator. We have been patient through many centuries. Will you not be patient with us a few years? You will see all the proof any human being desires of this great law, but it is not affected by human opinions concerning it. We are not affected by human opinions. We utilize the great law to the fullest degree, which the law of the individual will permit as each one's own light expands. Therefore, we see the glory. More and more people, the students especially, are coming to a point where they are more and more unaffected by silly human gossip. You must be unaffected by all gossip, for it is of the human. As the great goddess of liberty said in West Palm Beach, it is well for each one to take an inventory of himself or herself. See wherein you can give greater obedience to the law of your life, for it is exacting, I assure you. The law of life is no respecter of persons. Whatever you create in your world, you will experience, even today. We see the expansion of the light within the students and their firm, oh, so much firmer determination to stand unyielding, even to listening to destructive experiences. It is the mightiest thing in human beings' experience. Any human being will take his or her stand and refuse to listen to any discordant thing, will find that one's world flooded with perfection and the good things of life. It is why the messengers have pounded and pounded and pounded this one mighty truth to the students from the beginning. They shall continue until the beloved ones get this point into their consciousness so powerfully they will no longer be affected by discordant things. You must do it if you wish ever to be free. That is why tonight I am taking this opportunity to prompt you once again in the preparation for this class, because a power will be released never before known. Let me prompt you, and may it be so for us here in 2026. To every student I say, please do not allow one thought or feeling of your own concept to re-qualify the release of this mighty energy. We must be firm. There is no reason why anyone should come into a class and not feel a power, a joy, an exhilaration, a healing presence, unparalleled on the face of this earth. Such things are going to cease. It only is the requalification by one's own human feeling. Take your stand and don't do this. Then you will receive the fullness of the healing power. Precious hearts, I wish to help you feel and see the requalification of the action of the energy within your world, which produces these conditions. If any person, the moment he or she feels some slight disturbance, will say, "Here, stop that. I will not have it." In 90% of the cases, they will stop the whole action. Do you know alertness is a most magnificent thing? We are trying to convey to you to be alert to all conditions, whether they be physical conditions and appearances in the outer world, or whatever it is that is affecting you or your world. If you will say, "Stop," right then, you release the power which is the controlling element of the condition, whatever it may be. If it be an appearance as an outside condition, if you will instantly take command of yourself and say, "Stop, you shall not enter my world, you shall not disturb me," you will find yourself in full command of your world and the conditions which surround you. There you have it, beloved. The power to control our worlds lies within us. Now we will watch our video from our beloved Sanat Kumara.
This is an address by beloved Sanat Kumara from the Bridge to Freedom Journal, Book 1, The Earth's Crisis. Beloved infinite spirits of light and life eternal, who hold my ransom within your heartbeat. This is an editor's note. Through the effort and service of the Philadelphia group in the 1950s and the Transmission Flame Service, beloved Sanat Kumara was freed in January of 1956 after 4.5 million years of self-chosen exile to free the people of the earth. He returned again in the 1970s to assist Saint Germain at this critical time. He says, "I greet you in the name of the Holy Brotherhood who lives but to set life free. I bow before the light that is within the flaming presence of your heartbeat, for that light is the hope of the world. It is the assurance of the permanent place in the solar system for the earth, which has been your host for century after century of time. Within that heartbeat is the redemption of the energy which has made a death shroud of her garments of immortality. Within that heartbeat is the divine alchemy by which the cry of pain and agony which rises into the atmosphere may be transmuted into the paean of praise and join the great music of the spheres as the anthem of freedom for a star that shall yet shine with the light as of the physical sun. Is it not right and proper that each and every one of us, who live but to serve life, should bow before the presence of light within the heart of even the most humble, of even the deepest sleeper? Why? Because, once awakened, that intelligent light, moulded by the power of creative thought and feeling, becomes the master control of all substance and all form. I have watched carefully the light in your heartbeats, for it is the ransom which you have chosen voluntarily to pay, that, through your own free will, the chains that have bound me in the self-chosen exile of the centuries might be removed, and, unfettered, I might rise on your love to my star, to my beloved, who has waited for eons of time that I might fulfill my promise to her when I said adieu, thinking it but a matter of a few short years before I would return. Standing together in the light of Venus, hearing the songs of the great celestial choir, looking at your sweet earth, I said to her, "Beloved, I go on wings of love to a planet that is in pain, and because I believe in the ultimate goodness of life, that planet one day shall send me home." She smiled and said, "Go in peace, beloved, and I shall do for us both that which you, as Lord of the Star, would wish me to do, and however long your exile, I shall wait with anticipation your return." It has been a long time, since the Lemurian pole star shone, since the great Kumaras and I swept through the ethers towards the tiny flickering points of light representing my faithful ones, who had prepared for me Shambhala. It has been a long time since the glory of Shambhala was known across the face of your earth, and since you, consciously, through the outer forms that you then wore in grace, walked over the great carved bridge into the city of the sun, and stood before me in the temple, receiving into the braziers that you carried the immortal flame of eternal life, which was to burn upon your hearths, within your homes, in your local temples, for the 12 months to come. And yet I vouch that tonight there is not a heart within this room to whom I speak who does not remember with a thrill in their feeling world that day. Friends of the ages, friends of Venus among you, friends of Mercury, friends of Uranus, and friends of the earth, friends of the sun, angels and elementals, I bless you for coming to a point of conscious awareness that makes you desire, within the deepest recess of your hearts, to invest your sweet energy in creating an orbit of light for this earth, and taking upon your shoulders the responsibility that I have carried so willingly of making this dark star a sun of light. You can understand, you who have desired freedom from the shackles of human bondage, what gratitude you feel toward the action of the violet flame in setting you free. Some of you have questioned within yourselves today the coming of the Lord of the world, because of a humility in the outer consciousness, or because of an uncertainty in the feelings. You have wondered that I should come among the sons of men. In whom would I be more interested than those who have offered their lives, that I may return to my star before she passes through her initiation into greater freedom? You have been told, and rightly, that before I return to Venus, we would walk and talk with the children of earth. We would visit their homes and bless their consciousness, and this night is the fulfillment of that promise. Beloved friends of God, you within whose hearts burn the desire for justice, may I remind you that the light of the world is primarily released through the qualities of the feeling nature, which are constructive in intent and which call forth from the lives you contact happiness, harmony, contentment, peace, and cooperation. Those of you who are earnestly desirous of becoming the light of the world may, through the use of the sacred fire of your own heartbeat, pour through your feeling world the substance of my own energy, keeping careful watch on the qualities that you allow to generate and radiate through the feelings, because they create either shadow or sunshine. Through your lips you proclaim that you wish to serve the light. If your feelings generate qualities of depression, heaviness, discontent, and discouragement, you are unconsciously weaving the shroud of human creation around the planet, rather than weaving the immortal garments of freedom, which give her a permanent place as a shining orb of light. The contagious power within the feeling world, when once understood by the Chela and disciples, becomes the predominant activity in transmuting the shadows of earth into sunshine. You know this yourself through the most simple and homely of examples. Happiness begets happiness. Optimism begets optimism. Kindliness begets kindliness. And in another, a smile begets a smile, and a frown begets a frown. For one who is a conscious controlling factor of his own feeling world, there are 100 who are mirrors that reflect that one, who desire to be master. Oh, surely, as you walk among the ways of earth, you will contact depression, you will contact unkindness, and you will note that it is the predominant feeling of your own world to mirror these qualities on the instant, but later comes the mastery of the electronic light substance that will make you one day a lord of the flame. You must no longer mirror the feelings directed at you or that flow unconsciously through your environment. You must create consciously the vibrations in the feeling body that are a contagious power of good, to be absorbed and accepted by the individuals that life draws around you, and which will make them light conductors also. This is the practical aspect of your service. If you choose in heart and soul and spirit to do that which you profess to do with your lips, and that is, to give me my freedom, the feeling world is the determining factor in the final analysis as to whether, at the close of the 20-year span, when life chooses to remove me from this screen of action, and this is an editor's note here, Sanat Kumara returned after just 4 years of the allotted 20 years in January of 1956, due for the most part to the light generated by the monthly transmission flame service. Mankind is capable, either individually or collectively, to emit enough light to sustain the place of the earth in this system. You will excuse my extreme enthusiasm on this subject. I do not mean to shock you unnecessarily, for I love you. Oh yes, I love you so much more than your own life can yet believe possible. I have proved that love. I have stayed with you, believed in you, covered you with the mantle of my own life, and poured out from my own body for millions of years the radiance that the earth was required by cosmic law to emit. I shall love you always, here and when I have returned home, but my love is great enough to show you a practical way by which you, sweethearts, and the hope of heaven and earth may become myself in action. When I first took up residence in the heart of Shambhala, the earth was in a sorry state. Then it was that the Great White Brotherhood was conceived within my mind and heart, in the hope that among the sons and daughters of the evolution of earth and the guardian spirits, who had become caught in the meshes of the human effluvia as well, some would choose at inner levels to join me and in some measure help me to reach the consciousness of just a few, who would choose then to control their energies and become light bearers. I had nothing to work with but light and love, and many centuries passed before even 2 life streams applied for membership. One later became the Buddha, and the other became the cosmic Christ, Lord Maitreya. The Brotherhood has grown through the ages and centuries until most all the offices are held now by those belonging to the evolution of the earth, and those who have volunteered to remain among her evolution. It comes now to the hour when my successor, beloved Lord Gautama, is to take upon himself the office of the head of the Brotherhood and the Lord of the world, and I shall pass into my own evolution again. It is a custom when a member of the human race enters into the Great White Brotherhood that the applicant is brought before Lord Maitreya, and there is vested with a blessing of my own blazing star of light, and the initiation which takes place unites the consciousness of the outer self with my own body for all eternity. This does not take place until, within the heart of the student and disciple, there is created an individual star, which externalized signifies to the Brotherhood that such a one is ready to merge his own personal life in God's service for the good of the whole. It is my joy to place that star within each of your auras as soon as your own heart's light signifies that you are ready to accept this blessing and responsibility, to make you a light bearer, vested with the power to change the feeling world of all with whom you come into contact, not through the effort of human will, but through the power of the flame which is your heartbeat.
What a labor of love and sacrifice from our beloved Sanakamara, and equally his twin flame beloved Lady Venus. All honor and blessings to them. And now we will go through the Elohim of Peace, Tranquility, beloved Elohim of the 6th ray, sustained peace, ministration, in his divine complement, Pacifica, read by our beloved Sheila Terry. Thank you, beloved Terry.
Elohim of peace, tranquility, beloved Elohim of the 6th ray, with the virtues of sustained peace and ministration. His divine complement is beloved Pacifica. January 2nd, 1955. Beloved children of the one living God, I come to you today to bring the description of the activities of my ray, the 6th ray, ministration and peace. This now completes the instruction by the 7 mighty Elohim of creation on their 7-fold flame in this series of addresses which began some weeks ago. The 7 steps to precipitation are the unalterable process of all God creation, finite and infinite. I come into Earth's atmosphere today through your magnetic force field, the center of which is above your sanctuary, the energies of which force field have been drawn here from the heart of creation in answer to the calls of your precious hearts all through the years. On the energies of your own life, I shall write the words which complete the pattern of conscious precipitation. by which we created the universe under the direction of Helios and Vesta. A part of this creative scheme, which we brought forth into manifestation at that time, was your own sweet earth, which is now the platform beneath your feet and has provided for you and your fellow man a schoolroom to which you voluntarily chose to come, to learn the conscious control and mastery of energy. What we have done on a universal scale by the use of these 7 progressive steps in consciousness, each and every one of you can and one day must use to draw forth, direct from the universal, those gifts of light's perfection, which are the will of God for you to enjoy and to be able to give to your fellow man. The ability to precipitate is a natural attribute and power of your own I Am presence. Your Father, Mother God, the source of your being and the creative heart center of your present consciousness. Your I Am presence became conscious of itself as a living, breathing being when it was first directed out of the universal first cause. When that presence found itself to be an individualization of God consciousness, it then chose to draw to itself the substance of primal light or life and qualified it with the God ideas of its own personal consciousness. This qualified light was then sent forth by it to create and expand the beauty, glory, and ecstasy of creation. Since the very nature of God light is to expand perfection, that I Am consciousness then determined within itself to leave for a time the heart center of the atmosphere of its creator and explore the 7 spheres of consciousness which surround its Godhead, the sun from whence it came. It remained for as long as it chose in each sphere to learn to use the specific powers of creation in each of these realms. In this way, the I Am presence drew into its own causal body. A note: for an explanation of the causal body, see the 21 Essential Lessons, Lesson 3. The 7 different momentums of qualified energy, which appear as 7 bands of color. As the I Am consciousness gradually proceeded from sphere to sphere, it finally chose the activities of one of those spheres, which most appealed to its liking, and it there decided to develop some specific expression of God power within that sphere as its gift to the universe.
Thank you, Blessed Terry, for reading. You always do such an amazing job with those readings. And now we will say our decree to help our brothers and sisters caught in the psychic and astral realm, assist Saint Germain in that violet flame temples. We say together, Beloved presence of God, I am in me. Beloved immortal threefold flame of eternal truth within my heart, and beloved Saint Germain. While my body sleeps this night, let all the constructive energy of my entire life stream be used to render whatever service is needed in the violet flame temples, established in the psychic and astral realms, to draw the full gathered cosmic momentum of the violet purifying flame of divine love and compassion through every discarnate life stream there. Let all the souls that dwell in those realms be taken immediately into those purifying temples of mercy and compassion, and there have the accumulated destructively qualified energies of their life streams purified and transmuted, so they carry in their life streams no miscreations that would add to their own or the world's distress. We decree it, and so be it, beloved I am, and we accept this done here and now with full cosmic power. We thank you. Now, gem from the Ascended Master El Moria. This was done at the birthday party for Geraldine Innocent, early Old Fellows, and Alice Schutz. Beloved of the light, I greet you. 1,500 years have passed across the screen of life since we all sat together around a table, and I endeavored in my limited consciousness to convey to you my dream and my vision of a universal and world brotherhood. Ah, how easy seems the fulfillment of that dream when you stand in the freedom of your garments of life and light, and are not clothed round by the bands of forgetfulness, and the heavy weight of flesh, with its appetites, passions, and lust. When in the atmosphere you witness the glory of God, and his design is filled only with the oneness of harmonious purpose, and not with the variegated shadows that form the effluvia of the human consciousness. How often you have stood thus and looked upon some portion of the great divine scheme of ever-abiding perfection, and you too, as I, have said, how beautiful, how simple, how easy of accomplishment, and full with the hope of drawing into the substance of the earth the glory of the kingdom of heaven, you eagerly rushed forward to those who waited to place you within a garment by which an incarnation in this world might take place. Then in those years when your vision became clouded, and the life streams who had so freely sworn to serve with me became caught in the mesh of their own karma, did you begin to fall away? Subsequently, you questioned within your hearts as to whether that mission was the idle imagery of your human concepts, or an eternal truth clothed in the clouds of your own karmic limitations. As the court of King Arthur grew, each knight swore by his own heartbeat and lifeblood to serve the cause of right. It will be continued next week. And there's a footnote saying we will be singing to beloved El Moria at the end, confirming our pledge to serve. And here's beautiful little videos. Horses are man's best friends. It's amazing how gentle these big animals can be. That's so cute. We say our decree together for our beloved elemental and animal kingdom. Beloved, I am present, and that of all mankind. Charge your mighty light of mercy and compassion to flow through us all, and bring comfort and freedom to the animal, insect, and reptile kingdoms. May each human being remember and accept their responsibility as guardians and protectors of this planet's pure and innocent life, until all is set free and their divine plans fulfilled. We so decreed, and so be it, in God's most holy name I am. We accept it done, and we thank you. Now we'll read from an excerpt from Love is Still the Way by our beloved Lord Maitreya. I knew my greatest light with the beloved Himalaya in the east. There, too, I achieved a sense of peace and freedom from appearances. I think you will recall that after the coming of our Lord Sanat Kumara, who took the place of the previous Lord of the world, Sri Magra, the beloved Sanat Kumara sent forth the heart call for volunteers from among the guardian spirits on the other stars and planets to help the innocent Earth evolution, who had been caught in the soul sleep of the senses. My brother Gautama Buddha and I answered that call at inner levels, while our bodies slept. I remember well standing in the presence of Sanat Kumara and recognizing that magnificent being, whom I had not seen since we left Venus long before his coming to Earth. I remember well accepting the opportunity of preparing my life stream to render the service required of a Buddha. Now, What is a Buddha? What is his cosmic service? Let me again endeavor to show you the graded order of this glorious service in which we are all engaged. It will not only have a cosmic blueprint, as it were, of where you and others fit into the cosmic scheme of things, but you will see how simple, how ordered, how systematic is the divine way of life. And this will be continued next week. Now we'll sing our song, Pledge to Serve, Beloved El Moria. One line that always stands out for me in that song is, "We will win even though we're few." So blessed, beloved El Moria. And now we'll go through the decrees of the world. Through the universe, manifestation is brought about through our decrees of fiat, the great divine director. And we say together, Mighty Am Presence, great host of ascended masters, archangels and Elohim, cosmic beings and great cosmic light, come forth now in all your cosmic power. Withdraw and withhold all power from destructive forces and individuals with destructive intent throughout the world, right now and forever, whether it is conscious or unconscious. Expose, seize, bind, and render helpless all these sinister forces and their activities until the light has removed them completely, and illumine the source so this may never act again, and raise up to positions of power the divinely chosen leaders. Replace all with ascended master consciousness and the divine plan fulfilled. We thank you. Our tube of light protection. Beloved Mighty Am Presence, beloved Archangel Michael, and beloved Commander Conrad, continually intensify your protective pillar of pure light substance and Archangel Michael's armor of light through and around me, charged with your invincible protection, all-powerful and impenetrable. I am invisible. I am invincible. I am invulnerable to anything but thy almighty perfection. I am grateful we are given whatever added protection is needed, and what we ask for ourselves. We ask for our loved ones, and that which is constructive in all mankind and the world. Thank you. We just visualize our tube of light from our beloved mighty and presence, coming down from above, covering our 4 lower bodies with that thick wall at the edges, stronger than any steel. Just feel and see that brilliant blue and crystal light. That light which instantly deflects anything that is not of the light. Build your wall of light. See Archangel Michael's armor of light around us, forming that impenetrable pillar of protection around ourselves, this group, our families, friends, and around every constructive person across the face of the earth. Every beloved one standing up for that truth, justice, and freedom. May God bless, direct, perfect, and protect each and every one. Thank you. I am the law of forgiveness for myself and all mankind, for all mistakes, misqualified energy, human consciousness, and for straying from the light. Almighty and presence, through you we call to our beloved Lady Master Kuan Yin to assist us and all mankind to feel your feelings of Ascended Master, mercy, forgiveness, and compassion. And we bless and thank you for your ongoing gift of light. And each and every one of us feels deeply in our hearts so much gratitude for this mighty gift of the law of forgiveness, this great blessing to all mankind. We ask deeply, sincerely, to be forgiven and to forgive any and all misuse of life's pure energy, for which our outer selves are responsible, and any and all appearance of mistakes which has found action in our worlds. Beloved, mighty, and presence, and that of all mankind, forgive us, forgive us, forgive us, each and every one. Thank you. Beloved, mighty, and presence, great central sun, we call to you to charge your secret power into these decrees. We call for beloved Saint Germain to anchor mighty cosmic concentrations of violet fire in America, Europe, Africa, China, India, the Middle East, the Far East, Russia, Australia, wherever else it is needed in our beloved world here and now. We thank you. We say our violet fire decree together. Mighty and presence, beloved Saint Germain and those that minister to the violet flame, come forth now and blaze your cosmic violet fire and cause a mighty victory for all the world to see. I am the law of forgiveness in cosmic action now. I am the victory of the sacred fire in all its cosmic power. Mighty angels descend with your purple ones of fire and strike them into the center of every place where there has been a history of sinister force activity. Transmute and consume it all, cause, core, record, effect, and memory, and set it all free from that which was never meant to be. Replace it all with Ascended Master Consciousness, the divine plan fulfilled, and light from the secret love star. We thank you. Our decree for the beloved elementals. I am the light of God that never fails, purifying, loving, thanking, and blessing, the great directors of the elemental kingdom and every beloved earth, water, air, and fire elemental, for your ceaseless service to me and to all mankind. I am the mighty cosmic light awakening all mankind to the great intelligence of this kingdom, and remove from elemental life today the necessity for longer obeying the destructive impulses of mankind. And so be it, beloved I am. We thank you. In the name of my mighty I am presence, great cosmic beings and great cosmic light, I decree. I am the presence charging the minds and feelings of everybody in America and the world with Saint Germain's ascended master consciousness and perfection, right now and forever. I am the presence, blessing, illumining, perfecting, and setting all free in service to the light. Our decree for the purification of our beloved earth. In the name of my mighty I am presence, and by the power of the great host of ascended beings, we demand a cosmic living sword of blazing flame continually strike into all human miscreations back to the very beginning, causing all negative energies and entities in the psychic and astral realms and in the consciousness of all mankind to cease to exist forever. The cause, core, effect, record, and memory, freeing all human and elemental life from that which was never meant to be, and ensuring the psychic and astral realm is no more. Replace it all with the immaculate concept for all life, ascended master consciousness, and light substance from the secret love star. Let thy will be done, and so be it, and so it is, beloved I am. We thank you. Our decree for divine justice. I am the most intensified cosmic action of the flame of divine justice, blazing throughout the world. I am the law. I am the justice. I am the judge. I am the jury. Knowing that I am all-powerful, I know that only divine justice can be done, everywhere, here, now, and forever. Beloved Lady Portia, ensure divine justice prevails throughout the world, everywhere. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done, beloved I am. We thank you. Before our final decree, by the love, the power of our beloved mighty and presence, we call to you, beloved mighty victory, to fill us with your full feeling of victorious accomplishment, that cosmic feeling of ascended master victory. We claim and we accept, O beloved mighty victory, your victory now manifest in our world and experience. We say together, I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the victory of the cosmic light. I am the cosmic flame of victory, which reigns supreme everywhere. We accept these calls answered as they are made, according to thy will, with full cosmic power, maintained and trebled each instant of each hour by the power of the cosmic 3 times 3, until fully manifest. And so be it, and so it is, and it is done. Beloved I am. We thank you. And as we end now, let us place a special focus on the beloved love star radiating within our auras, placed there by our beloved blessed Sanat Kumara, as a gift to all mankind, assisting us in holding that frequency of unconditional divine love. We love and thank you, beloved mighty love star. We ask that you expand your mighty supreme light through our 4 lower bodies, and to saturate all whom we pass by on our earthly journeys with that unconditional love. And to that mighty secret love star shining from the heavens for this 2,000-year period, we bless and thank you and all the mighty cosmic beings from the great central sun, holding this focus. Expand your supreme light through our individual lifestyles and around all life, evolving on our blessed earth, with that light which we know can never be requalified by human thoughts or feelings. We thank you. We deeply thank and release all the beloved great ones invoked and all those who constantly answer our calls. Thank you, blessed healers. May each and every one of you be so richly and abundantly blessed by our beloved Father, Mother, God, I am. Our closing invocation, beloved Peter, have you got a screen? Would you be able to read for us?
Yes, John, beloved John, it will be an honor.
Thank you very much.
Closing invocation. Before ending the session, we all say with mics muted, Beloved I am presence and beloved Master Kutumi, nourish the seeds planted in my consciousness, so that the ideas entrusted to me become manifest flowers of perfect expression in my world and the world of all my fellow men. Beloved presence of God I am, pour the light of thy great glory upon my consciousness and nourish the seeds planted by the masters. We thank you.
Thank you and bless you, beloved Peter. Now we just take a few moments, beloved Cheetahs, of silence and deep gratitude for these marvelous teachings, for our many, many blessings on our beautiful earth and our opportunity to serve the light. Thank you, blessed healers, each and every one of you, for your constancy, for bringing your energies to our weekly class and our decree services. May each and every one of you be richly blessed. Have a blessed evening, morning, afternoon further. Thank you, each and every one.